And now for the most absurd Agatha Christie riff you've ever seen, Mourning Wood.
Hey, Jeremy.
Huh? I'm gonna be late. Again.
No! No!
Jeremy? Jeremy Wood? No! No, 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 no! No!
Couldn't afford a proper coffin? I understand no preacher, but no coffin.
Are you kidding? The Woods were always up to their ears in debt. Between his dad's drinking problem and his mom's love of donating to domestic abuse charities, they never could scratch 2 pennies together.
I'm surprised old Jeremy lasted as long as he did.
Yeah, he was a good dude. Broke dude, but a good dude. Hi there.
Oh, hi, I'm Carl.
Johnny Harmon. This is my wife, Virginia.
How did you know Jeremy?
We had a few classes together. I only knew him a little.
Oh man, you were the guy that found him, weren't you?
Yeah, unfortunately. God, that whole experience was insane.
I bet seeing something like that.
No, I mean after that, when the cops showed up. I was frazzled to begin with, finding Jeremy dead. That's crazy. Then they were asking me all kinds of questions.
Did you know the victim?
Yes.
Were you friends with the victim?
Yes.
Did you ever witness the victim doing drugs?
No.
Have you done drugs?
No.
Did you ever sell drugs to the victim?
No, I just told you I don't do drugs.
Ah, but do you sell drugs?
And that was bad enough. But then he showed up.
He?
Yeah, him. The detective.
Oh, the detective.
Here, I'm here. I'm here.
Hey pal, what's the story?
That's what I'd like to know. If you got any witnesses.
What business is that of yours?
What business is that of mine? A concerned citizen of the community? How dare you? That's outrageous. How dare you?
Well, how do we know you didn't kill him? Criminals tend to return to the scene of the crime.
Did I kill him? Is that what you're asking?
Well, you do seem to be the expert on crazy.
Me? A murderer? Ha! Why? If I murdered someone... You, boy!
Huh?
Come hither.
What's up?
Now, if I would kill someone, I'd do it like this right here. I'd take my victim, I would throw him to the ground, and then I'd hit him in the face.
What are you doing?
Sorry, mate.
What's
sorry.
going on?
Whip out my knife.
Hey! No, you don't.
Well, I wasn't bloody finished. Stop it! Stop! Stop it!
Wow. But wait, did they ever figure out how Jeremy died?
No. Detective screwed up the whole crime scene. Investigation's still open.
What a lunatic. Some people weren't made to be around other people.
Some even less than others.
Let's go join the rest of them.
Well. This party's a bit of a dead zone. Let's say we lighten things up a bit.
Jeremy Wood left this world on January 22nd, 2014. It's January 27th, and he's still gone. Repent or perish!
Jeremy Wood was a well-educated man, knowledgeable in all fields, from cutlery to pottery, and everything in between.
Jeremy Wood was an upstanding member of the community for every single one of his 21 years.
Jeremy Wood was a man amongst men.
Jeremy Wood was beloved by everyone, but most especially by himself.
Jeremy Wood was beloved by everyone, but most especially by Virginia.
I did not have an affair with Jeremy Wood.
Virginia totally had an affair with Jeremy Wood.
I totally had an affair with Jeremy Wood. That's rough, Virginia.
Yeah. He seems pretty broken up about it.
Hey, don't blame me. It's not my fault Johnny and Jeremy are such similar names. I got them confused.
Thou shalt not commit adultery.
Thou shalt shut the
In any case, onwards and upwards. Or downwards in Jeremy's case. Say, I don't believe we met. You are...
Sally Hates. I was Jeremy's piano teacher for a while. You're that attorney, right?
Who, me? Oh, yes. I'm Dick Johnson, attorney at law. Here at Johnson Incorporated, we take on the hard cases. Our firm is the firmest firm in the business, erecting a rock-solid reputation since 1992. Tired of those other puny, flaccid legal outfits? Give Johnson Incorporated the job and let us service your case like nobody else could or would. I'm Dick Johnson, and my win rates could cut a diamond.
Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. I'm familiar with your work.
It's tough stuff, that legal stuff. I'm getting the Woods affairs in order as we speak. Real shame about him. Real shame. Say, did they ever figure out who the perpetrator was?
Not yet. The case is still open.
They better string him or her up and throw away the key. That's all I'm saying.
You just named like two totally contradictory punishments.
Well, what I meant was...
Don't make the woman explain herself. She's grieving.
Yeah.
Thou shalt not kill.
Pastor Clay, would you do us all a favor and stop taking everything literally, please?
Virginia? Virginia! Oh, baby, not you too. I'm sorry I got mad about you sleeping with Jeremy. Please don't leave me! Virginia, where did you go?
I was in another dimension, and Jeremy was there, and he was talking about walking down the sidewalk one night when he heard a familiar voice.
Hey, Jeremy.
Huh?
And then that was the end of him. And then he
Then he what, Virginia? Then he what?
He waved at me and started singing happy birthday to himself.
So, you teach piano, right?
I was Jeremy's instructor for a time, but my true passion lies in songwriting.
You'd consider yourself a musician?
Something like that. I write my own compositions, and I've dabbled a little bit in musical theater.
Anything we'd be familiar with?
Well, I recently did a musical adaptation of The Godfather.
That's cool. What was it called?
I believe in America.
Made him his fortune.
Raise him his family. And if you ask me about my business, I'll kill you, kill you, kill you, kill you.
You lead a fascinating life.
Well, more than can be said for poor Jeremy.
Did I hear somebody say poor? I would break into him, and then I'd hit him in the face.
The detective?
The detective.
What are you doing here?
Yes, what are you doing here?
Here's my card. I think you're gonna need this.
Bollocks to that, mate.
You!
Oh no! Wait, just wait, give me 5 minutes, 5 bloody minutes, I can explain everything.
What is there to explain?
Yes, what is there to explain?
Ha! Funny you should ask.
And why is that funny?
Why is that funny? Because I know exactly who killed Jeremy Wood and I know exactly how to prove it too.
Holy resurrection, Batman!
I knew it all along!
I renounce our religions!
I've had about enough of this!
Unhand me, you dolt! I suppose you're all wondering why I've called you here tonight.
This is a man's funeral.
Yeah, this is Jeremy's funeral. Nobody called you.
If anything, we tried to avoid calling you.
And yet, here I am, old lanky one. And that's precisely because I know exactly what happened to Jeremy Wood. And now, I'm going to reveal everything.
Who is that?
He kinda looks like me. Yeah, do you want to give that Jeremy Wood costume a go too? He was getting hot in there. Did you really have to stab me twice, buddy?
Sorry, mate.
I'm so confused.
I'm so angry.
I'm so getting out of here.
I'm gonna be so rich when all this is over.
Now, I suppose a lot of you will have questions as to what I've just uncovered. Who killed Jeremy Wood? How and why did they kill Jeremy Wood? And more to the point, why is Jeremy Wood's funeral being held for what appears to be a bloody placeholder?
I apologize. Not in advance.
In fact, hasn't this whole week seemed a bit strange? Why was Jeremy Wood's body laying on the ground in the middle of the day? Why did it take until 12:55 p.m. for someone to find the body? Why did Carl trip over the body 3 times in succession?
Give a guy a break, why don't you?
Appropriate, considering I'm about to break this case wide open.
Get on with it!
Why was there blood on Jeremy's face at the crime scene, even though he was clearly killed of strangulation?
He did?
Just go with it! Why was there no coffin? Why was there no preacher? Why was Pastor Clay called in at the last minute? Where in the blue blazers did my scarf go? I had it earlier this week, which one of you took it? And lastly, and most importantly, why was this funeral so sparsely attended?
Well, why?
Well, the fact is, my dear Virginia, there's just so much anger in the world. So much death, so much destruction, so much hate.
Just what are you getting at, detective?
I don't know, Miss Hates. What am I getting at? Who is Sally Hates, anyway? Why did she attend Jeremy Wood's funeral? Isn't it true that you hadn't spoken to him in 3 years beforehand? Isn't it true that he's getting an F in piano? And isn't it also true that Mobspell opened and tanked right around the time of your last meeting? And is it not true that you've been struggling to make ends meet ever since, so you decided to make Jeremy Wood meet his end instead?
I kind of got lost in all of that. Are you saying that I killed him?
Ha! Of course not. You couldn't even mount a proper musical. Your songs probably suck as much as Dick Johnson's Firm.
There's definitely a joke in there somewhere.
But you must admit you've been acting very suspicious all evening, Miss Hates. And you, Johnson. And you, Carl Lemke. Aren't you all little more than red herrings in this game of cat and mice?
Mouse.
Whatever! And Carl, my boy, Carl. How did you know I screwed up the crime scene?
Detective screwed up the whole crime scene.
How did you know the investigation was still open?
The investigation's still open.
How suspicious, how very suspicious. Why do you know so much about the justice system anyway? Been doing research? Research for your next crime?
What are you even talking about?
Mr. Copper here once told me that criminals return to the scene of the crime.
Criminals tend to return to the scene of the crime.
Yet few criminals tend to return to the crime itself. Take my knife, Mr. Lemke. Reenact the deed that brought us all here today. I would throw him to the ground.
Hey!
And then I hit him in the face.
What are you doing?
Done.
Well played. And as for the Harmons here, they have as much motive as anyone else. Why does Johnny Harmon know so much about the Woods' financial state?
The Woods were always up to their ears in debt.
Why does the doppelganger look so much like Johnny? Why does Johnny look so much like the cop? And what is the cop's name anyway?
I was also in Mobspell.
Bugger off, this is my climax.
I thought you said you were going to reveal everything.
I bloody know what I bloody said. And Virginia, wasn't it you that had the most motive? Bored with your husband, betrayed by your piano-failing lover. You killed him. Didn't you even say some people weren't made to be around other people?
Some people weren't made to be around other people.
Ha! That's practically an admission of guilt right there.
I'm so ashamed!
And as for you, cop, you oafish law enforcement stooge, how is it that you knew exactly where the funeral was?
I was tracking you!
And how did you know where I was?
Because I planted a GPS tracking device on you.
Fair enough. And why did Dick Johnson even come to this funeral? Shouldn't he be getting the Woods' affairs in order or something?
I'm getting the Woods affairs in order as we speak.
And why have you been hitting on Miss Hates all night, trying to compensate for something? Isn't it true that you've never won a single court case in your entire life?
My win rate's could cut a diamond.
Nobody knows what that means!
But what about you, Sharp?
How did you know that Jeremy's body had been found before it had even been reported by the local authorities? How did you get inside the chapel without anyone noticing? And how did you seemingly manage to hide behind the pulpit for 3 hours? How did you do it?
Invisibility cloak. You were saying?
And if you ask me about my business, I'll
Kill you! Kill you! Kill you! Kill you!
Thou shalt not drink in excess.
Where am I?
It's okay, buddy. This is a friendly place. You looked like you needed some sleep, so we let you.
What am I doing here? Who are you people?
She's the pastor of this church. I'm just another lost soul looking for guidance, much like yourself.
It's quite an introduction. I'm Alistair Sharp, Private Eye.
Jeremy Wood.
I'll bloody kill you!
Thou shalt shut up!
Wasn't even bloody finished. Rest in peace, Jeremy Wood. Got your wallet stolen? Had a relative murdered? Misplaced any reading glasses? Well, not anymore. I'm Alistair Sharp, Private Eye, the truest true detective in town. My office is open 25 hours a day, 8 days a week, 417 days a year. Where did all that extra time come from? That's for you to wonder and for me to find out. Call Sharp Investigations, where our crime-busting skills and schizophrenic tendencies are sharp enough to cut a diamond.
I believe in America!
Made him his fortune.
Raised him his family. And if you ask me about my business, I'll kill you, kill you, kill you, kill you!